Greetings, friend. I will show you how to solve this puzzle, Negative Stripe by Yoshi Broshi. Explain all my Sudoku tips, tricks, and strategies as I do it. Click on the link below if you want to try this puzzle yourself. And with that, it's solving time. All right, you gotta love the way this thing looks. Negative stripe going down makes a lot of sense here. All right, I see two twos here and a two coming across. This has to be a two. Only place left in block two. See if there's anything else going on here. 8. Kind of looking for double digits down in this area. 8, 8, and an 8 here, so that's got to be an 8. All right, what else can I block? Looks like right here I see 6 and a 9. I will mark that because it's a naked pair. Kind of help me out here. And we'll keep on going. We also have a naked pair down here. It looks like it could be a 1 and 2, but there's a 2 right there already. So that's a 1 and that's a 2. And, you know, density-wise, blocks 1, 5, and 9 obviously have the most cells for it. So we might as well focus on those to begin with. So that's a 5, 9. I'll mark those as well. So naked pair is always helpful in a puzzle like this. And my understanding is Yoshi said in the comments that he was inspired by Sam Cattleman-Lyon's stripe puzzle, which I had featured in my Sudoku recommendations in May. So I'll put a link to that at the end. Go check it out. Great, fun gas puzzle. And so Yoshi wanted to do something similar, and I'm kind of excited about it. Yoshi usually has really good ideas for his puzzles here, and so I like featuring him on this channel. Okay, and now I'm looking and kind of see, okay, 4, 4, 4, and here's a 4, so this has got to be a 4 right there. And 2 4s, 1 4 there, so we'll just make a little mark. I'm just gonna, my understanding it's only rated 1, 2 stars, difficulty-wise, which will make it a very fun puzzle. So I won't do any more than Snyder notation that you see right here when there's only 2 remaining in the block of a 3x3 block, or just the naked, pairs like that. I don't really plan to put any other types of marks or notation because I don't think it will be necessary for this puzzle. Okay, so 4s, I'll put 2 spots for 4 here. That's the only 2 left in block 3. Let's look at 7s. Can't do anything with the 7s. And just kind of like trying to recage my eyes. 2 spots for a 1 there. Excuse me. And see if there's anything else. 8, 2 spots for an 8 here. And it just kind of helped me get my bearings as I'm doing this part of the puzzle. Kind of trying to see how many 3s do I have. 5s. I don't see too many 5s. 9s I don't see, but just the 1 9 down here. Okay, and then what you notice is, we're going to have to look now up here, wherever there's a multiple amount of cells filled in. So like what I'm noticing right now, like let's look across row 2, right? And I'll just kind of highlight that, and then look up here in row or column 9. And I'll just copy that. And what you notice is I just happen to see this 2, 3, 4, 5, and I was looking over here and like, hey, 2, 3, 4, 5 aren't in any of these cells, right? So that means if these 4 are not with these 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, well, then this has to be a naked single. So it has to be a 6. Okay? So let's get rid of that and just do that as a 6 because there's a difference there. But I think we're going to have to do similar situations because there's not really more than 4 in any given row, column, or block at this time until we start filling out some more of these. All right, so now what does that mean? It means the ones are, still means the ones are limited there. So you're looking at a 1 7 8 9, so 1 7, so this would be an 8 9, 1 7 9, 1 7 9. And I can't really do anything else with that particular block. But I'm kind of happy I found that 6. That was kind of a good grab, because now with this 6 and this 6 and this 6, this has to be a 6. I'm pretty sure that's a kind of a way forward. And then with these 2 6s, one of these has to be a 6. Okay. And moving on here, so this means 2 3 4 5. Anything else I can do with that knowledge of the 2 3 4 5? No, not really. But yeah, let's look right across right here, right? 1 7 8, 2 3 4 5 6. Well, so that means this has to be a 9. So it's another make a single, which means this is a 6 and that's a 9. Kind of see how that works? So it's a kind of a scanning exercise when you're using a stripe situation like this. You just kind of look at it a little bit differently, and hopefully, some of those will start popping up. You'll start to see them. So 2 spots for 6 here. Oops, might be helpful if I make it a 6. And then now with the 9, 9, 3 spots for 9, 2 spots for 9 here, making it helpful. We can focus right here, like 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I see 2, 3. So this would be a 4, 5. This would be a 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5 doesn't really help us. Let's kind of scan down like this. So this is, I think this is where the pattern is. So you notice there's 4 here, there's 4 here. They're completely different. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. That's got to be a 6 as well. Great. I think I get the pattern here. This is fun. I love it. I love it. So this is your 6, which means that can't be a 6, and that's got to be your 6. Okay, so 6, 6, 6, 6. What is left 6-wise? 2 spots for 6 here, and then 2 spots down here for a 6. Now, anything else we can glean from this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. I'm trying to see if there's more I can do with this. Yeah, I think so. I think now if you notice here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these digits, and then 7 and 8, the 1 and 8 aren't contained in that, so that's got to be your 7. So you're kind of using some logic here to go, well, what's the only number left? And that's what we're going to put there. Cool. All right, so 7 and a 7, and now with this 7, that means that's going to be a 7. So it kind of gets back to our cross-hatching here. Whenever you mark something, always want to look and see, okay, what does that give us in the puzzle? And so now we're working our way up. Well, the 1's up here, so there's only 1 spot left for a 1 here in column 7. So that's got to be your 1. And so now this is now called a full house. And if you want some more, guidance on how to kind of look for these and solve these single cells, I'm going to put a link right now to my single cell solving tutorial. You go in there and I'll show you how to look for hidden singles, naked singles very easily in all the different situations, so you kind of know how to cage your eyes. I really did that for people who are starting out or just were curious, how many different combinations are there to do the solving. And so hopefully that will help you out. All right, so get rid of this one, 2 1s left. Doing a lot of talking here. I need to do a little bit more solving, right? And so what do we got across here? We're looking for a 7, 8, 9. There's a 7, there's an 8, there's an 8, which tells me only one place left for an 8 across row 2, which means that has to be a 9 because we displaced it, and this has to be your 7. So that's kind of how that works. 8, 8, 2 spots for an 8 right here. And then this 9 causes this to be a 5, this to be a 9. So far we're doing really well with this puzzle. I'm really enjoying it. Yoshi, this is kind of fun. I like the way you kind of reward when you start finding the different solve paths here. So thank you for coming up with this idea. All right, and let's do 9s right there. So 5, 9, let's see, 5, 5. So now these 5s are what's called a pointing pair, right? So the 5 comes down column 3 and across row 3. So it means the 5 is limited to row 5 here in block 4. So it means 5 can't be here, and we know 5 can't be in these 2 spots. So this has to be your 5 in block 6, which makes that a 1. Great, and we have 1 spot left here, so we've got another full house. Love solving those full houses. So now we're here 5, 5. And you probably noticed the 5s are limited here, so this is going to be a hidden pair of 4, 5, which means the 4 and 5s are limited to these 2 spots because of 4, 5 there and the 4, 5 here. Nice, that means nothing else can be in those spots, which means we can now focus on 2 and 3 here. I see the 2s, so that has to be 2. And that has to be your 3. Okay, so then the 3 come across here and up column 6 means that has to be 3. And now since we have a 5 and a 4 5s left, that's your 4. That's your 5, that's your 4. We kind of finish all that out. Cool, huh? And so now I'm always going to look and see, do I have a full house? I sure do. And it's right here because there's only 1 silver remaining. So that's a 9, which now limits us here to 2 and a 3. Can't go yet. Okay, after making this 2, 3 here, let's look across. So this has got to be a 2 or 3 in row 4. We see the 2 up here. So this has got to be your 3. That's your 2, that's your 3. Great. And so now you see this would be a naked triple, right? Because there's only 3 digits left. What would it be? It could be a 2, a 5, or a 9. And so I see a 5, 9 right there. So it means that has to be your 2, and this could be 5, 9, which just be a quick placeholder. If we come down column 3, I see there's only 2 spots remaining. What would those 2 spots be? A 3 and a 4. There's not a 3 or 4 there, so that's going to be a naked pair, and that will help us, so we'll make that mark. And if we come across row 1 here, I see another naked triple, right? And it's going to be a 5, 6, or 7. So 5, 6, or 7. I'm not going to make those marks. That's not really going to help us right at this time. But let's look and see what else we can do here. Maybe look at, okay, the ones are limited to these 2 spots. I'm also going to look here at, okay, we've got 2 and a 2. That's probably pretty promising. So it looks like we can solve for a 2 right here, which makes this an 8. Get rid of some of those Snyder marks. And now this is going to be a 5 or a 9 across column 1, because I see the 5, 9 there. And then I see a 9 down here. So we know, hey, that's your 5, that's your 9, that's your 5. And you see how we kind of solve those and kind of move on after we do the solving. And then I'll look and see, did I create some more restrictions that can help us to do more solving. So now we have kind of a naked triple coming down in these 3 spots, which would be a 1, 7, 9. And I see a 1, 7, 9. They're in different rows. It doesn't help us yet. Let's come across now here. Let's look at row 7, right? Because now we have a 5. Oh, well, yeah, we see that the 8. We'll be able to solve that for an 8. Great. And we're looking for 5, 7, 9. So now I see 7, 9, and 5. Can't quite do the easy solve there. So you know, look here and go, okay, maybe let's try column 4, right? So we got 3, 5, 7, so 3, so that's a 5, 7, and you see there's a 3 right there, so we know this has to be your 3, which helps us more with the solving, because now we got the 4 and the 3 here, and we can go right back to cross-hatching. I don't need to sit here and worry about the 5, 7 just yet. What I can do is come over here and do some of the cross-hatching, right? Because now the 4 and the 4 and the 4 is going to give me a 4 right here. We're going to start cleaning up some of those Snyder marks. So there's the 4, and there's the 9. And I remember I was looking for a 9 earlier, so now here's going to be my 9, here's my 1, here's my 7. And you see, now we quickly solve that naked triple by kind of focusing on another column that had more restriction. That's going to be your 5. That's the only thing left in row 7. And then we look over here, and the 1's the only thing left. So we know one of these digits has to be a 6, the other's got to be a 7. There's your 7. So here's your 6, here's your 7. And then I'm going to immediately cross-hatch 7, 7. This has to be a 7. That's actually easier for me to look at these 7s and solve here than it is to try to figure out all these 8-digit, and what's missing. And so we go back, and yep, we know we put a 6 in that spot. So this leaves for our last spot is going to be a 5. Check out these other solving videos, including my Sudoku recommendations, where I show you Sam's puzzle. Thank you, Yoshi, for letting me feature this puzzle on the channel. You're an awesome setter. I look forward to always featuring more of your puzzles in the future. Don't forget to buy me a coffee link. Thank you so much for watching.